If an owner loses a view they paid for, can they sue your HOA? In this month's HOAleader.com video, two of our experts answer that question. Welcome to this HOAleader.com video chat with two of our experts. My name is Gabriella Falisco. Today I'm joined by James Arrigo of Illinois and Benjamin Karb of North Carolina. And we're asking this question because we saw it in a letter to the New York Times where a reader said they bought a house in an HOA that had a view of, in a full view of a pond. They said they paid the builder a premium for that view. 7 years in, new next door neighbors built an all wood fence nearly 7 feet tall, and it interferes with their view. They say they have about 1/3 of the view they used to have. But the key point is that the fence allegedly violates the HOA's bylaws. So the reader wants to know if they can make their HOA refund the premium they paid to the builder along with damages. In this video, we'll address that question. Just a note, these experts are providing insights based on the laws and practices in their state, the state they practice in. This is intended to provide you with some general guidance you can use if you have a similar issue and approach an expert in your state. So with that in mind, let's jump in. Jim, do people have a right to protect the view they had when they bought in Illinois?
It depends on who you bought the rights from. In this specific situation, you're talking about a right that they bought from the builder, and they're trying to enforce that right against the association. So it would depend on whether there is the proper property right, an easement or some sort of air rights, and whether that right is recorded in instruments that carry it forward against the property so that they can enforce it after the fact. Again, you were talking about a premium that was paid to a builder. The association of the builder may have no relationship at all.
Yeah. Ben, what about in your state?
The answer in my state, and I practice in South Carolina and North Carolina, but the answer is the same for both, is that without some document, as Jim mentioned, like an easement or a reservation of rights in a declaration that preserves a view easement or a right to a view, the owner is very unlikely to have a viable claim against the HOA. It sounds like they paid more for the lot, but that was to the developer or builder, and that's a different party than the HOA.
Yeah,
So unlikely.
And it also sounds like you're saying the documents have to be exceptionally specific, meaning we are paying for this view, not just we're paying more for a lot that might be a prettier or bigger lot. Is that fair, Ben?
Yes, correct. They would have to show sort of a special measure of damages in many cases to recover along the lines of what the reader is trying to recover. The question also makes a number of assumptions that we just don't know the answer to. If it is in violation of the declaration or rules or regulations, they may have a claim against the HOA, but I think it would be a stretch or at least difficult for them to show the damages that the reader is looking for.
Yeah. Jim, what about you? I was saying the documents have to be really specific because they may have paid a premium for something else, not the view.
And that's true. I mean, it's one thing to say that we have a view now. The question is whether that the right to that view is sufficiently more memorialized that that right to the view carries forward. It's different to say we have a right to a view versus we have a right not to have fences. That's different. We have a right, various different rights could come into play. And you're right that the instruments need to be specific about the right that the lot owner is attempting to enforce.
Okay, good information. Thank you. Listeners, be sure to click on the link below to watch the additional extended video where these experts go into more depth and discuss the broader issue about how you can invite problems and potential liability in your community when you don't enforce your condo or HOA's rules.